How's everyone doing? I'm sorry I didn't get a show up yesterday. Everyone in the family is sick, and I was basically playing doctor, helping everyone get a little bit better. But today's show, I'm going to be talking on molded, not made. I'm going to be talking about individual travel versus group travel. I started off by doing a lot of group travel. A lot of group travel when I went to Greece, when I went to Spain the second time with my high school trip, and then third when I went with EF College Break, EF College Tour Break, whatever, I forget the name exactly. But basically, I think the idea of group travel is awesome. If you don't have the confidence to go and do it by yourself the first time, it's completely and utterly understandable. I think the benefits of group travel, starting off just, right off the top of my head, you have other people to rely on. You have people you get to share an experience with, and everyone is more or less a cohesive group, and you guys get to form these bonds with people you really normally wouldn't get to travel with. When I was in Greece and when I was in Spain, those trips I went with my school, so that group travel really allowed me to form relationships with people back in my own town. Now going with EF College Break, I got to meet people from all over the U.S. and we were all together. And the best thing I think about group travel is you get these group tours and these tour agencies to basically plan your entire trip for you. So you just have to show up on the day of the tour and then basically leave when the tour ends. And I think that is the best thing personally about group travel. There are some downsides to it. You aren't by yourself, and most of the time you have to do what the group is doing. In high school, I knew we had to follow what the group wanted us to do, what the group tour was, and what they set out. So you really had no leeway in choosing how you wanted to go and do it. But with the individual travel, I mean, to me, that's my bread and butter. But I understand you guys don't. If you've never gone before, it's kind of daunting. It's like, well, how do I go individually? What are the benefits of going by yourself? For me, the craziest and the most the best thing I'm trying to say from individual travel is you wake up in one city, say Madrid on one day, and you're like, I don't feel like being in Madrid anymore. I don't have to follow a group. I could go to Barcelona. I don't feel like being in Barcelona. Actually, I don't feel like being in Spain. I'm going to fly over to Germany, or I could go to Scotland, or I could just go wherever I want because you are by yourself and you get to choose the entire trip and how you want to do it by yourself. Individual, you really get to see what you're made of. And as a human, one of my friends who is out traveling the world right now trying to break a world record, someone I met on the road actually just said, humans they're just adaptable and they find ways of being resourceful in those kind of situations. So individual travel, you may be by yourself, but you'll see on the road that there are many people by themselves, and that's like the coolest thing is you really get to see what you're made of, and you get to push yourself to new limits. You get to try new things, you normally wouldn't. When you're in a group, sometimes you still have that like, well, I wonder what the group is thinking about me. But when you're by yourself and you're in a different country, chances are you probably may never see that person again, may never see those people again, whoever you interact with. So, you kind of get to try new things and just really go outside your comfort zone without having to feel like you're being judged by people, you've been friends with for your entire life. Or just whatever that may be. So I mean, like I said, there are downfalls to individual travel. You don't always have someone to rely on. You are gonna be by yourself. There are gonna be times where you're lonely. You're gonna be thinking, what the hell am I doing by myself out here in the middle of Germany, France, and it's kind of lonely. You don't have anyone to share that experience with, and some of those amazing moments in your life. But like I said, with the bonuses, there's always going to be the cons, the pros and the cons of each. So, group travel, you get to go with people, logistics all taken care of. Individual, you kind of get to just plan your entire trip and see how the journey unfolds, and you get to just go by yourself. So I think that is basically, in a nutshell, the individual versus group. It kind of just really depends on who you are, and I think if you want to go, you should go by yourself. Only really after you've experienced that group travel, because it kind of, like I said, it gives you something to lean your shoulder on if you're not confident enough in going by yourself. But after so long, you're going to say, why can't I plan this for myself? And you're going to do it at a fraction of the cost. And I'm going to talk about that in another episode, how to basically bring the costs down and kind of talk about what group travel gives you in the value sense of of dollars versus the individual travel. So I hope you enjoyed this show today. I really do have something special in store for you guys next week. I hope you follow, because I promise, I'm hoping that's going to be the show. It's really going to give me, some positive feedback. And once again, thank you for following me and enjoying this journey. I promise I'm going to start putting a little more effort into this, and you're really going to enjoy next show's week. So thank you very much.